Just overall thoughts on the game after, to get your first win.
Number one, this team, they're pretty much intact as a team. It's the same team that should have beat Oregon State. I mean, they got guys, man, and they're good at a lot of different positions. So I think that, to get a win, regardless of their record, they've kind of struggled the same way we have. So one of us was going to win, and I knew it was going to be a good game. And it was just fun to see us get it to the fourth quarter and truly win the game. I kind of kicked myself a little bit because I'm kind of a fourth down guy, but that would have been totally unfair to our defense at that point if we didn't get it. And either way, I probably would have been kicking myself. I wasn't expecting them to go down the field as fast as they did, but making a play, Sharkey made a play. But, as much as the O-line deserves a lot of credit, Jared Muhammad deserves a lot of credit, the slots, the wide receivers tonight blocked as well as they've blocked all year long. They didn't have a lot of catches or anything, and they stayed involved in the game and stayed true to it. And, everybody wants to know who we are. Well, it's just who we are. We play from the inside out, and Jared Muhammad, Jake Jeffrey did a good job of just running the offense, and defensively we made enough plays. I'll tell you that what's really tough to play is play D-line in that situation when the guy's catching it and throwing it pretty quick and your legs go, but they kept pushing, and I thought it was a tremendous job all the way around, a great team win. Aaron Buzos said they're going to do something crazy. They've already done a couple of crazy things, and recovering that onside kick was huge.
It was a marathon, but how good did it feel to get that win and finally, see the Cal Poly ahead there at the end of the fourth quarter?
I think you can go through what we've been going through. I think they're, including myself, when things started to go at the end and they started to move the ball again, I think you start to go, oh my God, here we go again. And we needed to make a play. There's no question that needed to happen, and the challenge now going forward is really for our seniors they can leave a mark that they got it turned around by not just one game, hopefully the way they play next week and the following week, and we're going to challenge the seniors to play for 3 wins in a row, and then challenge the rest of the guys play for the seniors and play for the future, and let's get rid of this negative attitude and this negative thing that we've been kind of living in the last 8 or 9 times we played. And winning at home, we needed to win at home. I mean, just for our guys to be in that locker room was truly a pleasure to watch them celebrate.
Tim, Jared had a big second half, a big game overall, but early in the game, it was the two underclassmen in the slots who really, both receiving and rushing, kind of got you guys off the schneid after your defense gave up the early touchdown, got you, the score and 2 touchdowns there early. Can you talk about Brock?
Well, they did a great job, but the way they started out playing with just 2 safeties allowed us to get the ball to the perimeter. Then they went to a different deal. They actually played like 5 DBs and played an extra safety in the game to take away our print. But now you're guys short in the box. And Jim Kraft and the offensive staff, Aristotle, Dano, obviously Jim, Eric Coleman, Dan Frino, everybody did a good job of saying and understanding that when they only play with 1 linebacker in the box, it's going to become a fullback game. And both Jared Mohammed and Regan Enger responded extremely well, as did the offensive line. And that's what we do. That's the way we want to play, is we dictate to them what they have to do, and then once they make the determination, then it becomes a little bit simpler game plan for us, and let's see it stop us.
You don't really see 6 or 8 guys on the rushing list on the stat sheet. Maybe there's 4 or 5 in this game. Seems like it's kind of simplified in terms of total number of guys, but maybe they're kind of finding the right roles and finding the kind of different things that they can do to stretch the.
Well, obviously, it always looks good when things are going well and all those things. And all the guys that have played this year, Malcolm Davis has done a good job and never been really maybe rewarded for the job he's done, and he's going to get his time before this is all said and done. But I think that we were a little nicked up at slot, but I think that all those guys played very well tonight for young guys. But some of it's what they do, and it makes the game a lot easier when they're doing things that you can predict and know what they're going to do. It makes the blocking assignments a lot easier, the physicality of your blocks and everything a little bit easier, and maybe some other teams we played.
Coach, we saw a lot of Brock Mortensen tonight, not so much of Kyle Lewis. Was there any specific reason for that?
Kyle Lewis is playing wide receiver now.
Okay.
So what we've done is Brock's pretty fast, and Malcolm's going to have his time at some point in time. He'll get his touches, and Chuby's pretty fast, and putting the speed on the field that we were able to put on the field tonight is a good thing. So hopefully we can continue, and hopefully guys will continue to improve and challenge each other at practice to make it as competitive as possible.
What do you like about Brock's game, just coming as a true freshman and making the impact here late in the season?
The toughest thing to do is, for all the freshmen and all the young guys, is to learn the offense, because it is unique and different than they're used to playing. So I think once he's learned it and his confidence is building, and that's kind of what the plan has been, is to let him gain some confidence, and I think his confidence is probably very high right now. So hopefully he'll continue to become the player that he is. But I think that everybody's job, like I said, becomes easier when we can play the game from the inside out. So, we'll see how it goes in the future, but tonight we did some good things.
Anything else for Coach Walsh?
sir.
Coach.
Thanks, Coach.